Some dogs' eyes turn cloudy with age, and most owners assume the worst before they even understand what they are looking at. Veterinarians see it constantly: a normal aging haze called nuclear sclerosis and a disease called cataracts. Owners rarely know which one they are facing. A missed step on familiar stairs is easy to dismiss the first time, but it happens twice in the same week, and dismissing it gets harder. By daylight, he seems perfectly fine, chasing and running without a single hesitation. After sunset, though, he stops at doorways he has crossed 1,000 times before. A veterinarian's expression can say more than any diagnosis ever could, especially in the long seconds before she finally decides to speak at all. 2 photographs, 2 different dogs, 2 nearly identical gray-blue eyes staring back from the page. Only one of them, it turns out, is something to actually worry about: nuclear sclerosis. The vet says it plainly, as if it should mean something, and Diane nods without understanding a word of it. That night, 40 browser tabs sit open on the kitchen counter, and somehow every single one seems to disagree with the last, leaving her more confused than before. One article calls it harmless aging, another calls it an emergency. Diane is left holding both, unsure which dog she actually has. Before any answer comes, there is only this: a dog who trusts her completely, and a haze she still cannot name. He used to catch it every time. Now the ball bounces past his nose before he even turns his head toward it. A coffee table has sat in that exact spot for 6 years. This week alone, he has clipped its leg 3 times. On the porch, in fading light, he no longer steps down confidently. He waits, one paw raised, testing the air first. A favorite rope toy now sits untouched by the door for days, not because he lost interest, but because he can no longer find it easily. When she approaches from the side without a sound, he startles, not from noise, but because he simply did not see her coming. A 10-minute grocery run turns into 40 because she keeps checking her phone for a callback from the clinic she left 3 messages with. Before he steps anywhere unfamiliar now, his nose goes down first, reading the ground the way his eyes used to. She starts writing it down. Stumbled at stairs Tuesday. Missed the ball twice. A pattern is forming, and she needs proof before she trusts it. She calls a second clinic, not because she doubts Dr. Patel, but because she needs to hear the same words twice before she believes them. In direct sunlight now, he squints hard and turns his face away, something he never used to do even on the brightest afternoons. An old photo from last spring shows his eyes clear and dark. Held beside him now, the difference is impossible to unsee.
Yes, that's perfect.
2 weeks of notes become 1 phone call, and 1 phone call becomes a date circled in red on the kitchen calendar. Back in the exam room, Dr. Patel finally explains what those 2 words actually mean, and why they are not the same thing at all. A small plastic eye model on the counter becomes the clearest explanation Diane has gotten in 2 weeks. Everything comes down to 1 small lens. As a lens ages, its fibers simply compress tighter and tighter at the center, the same way layers thicken naturally with time. Shine a light at the right angle, and a sclerotic haze looks blue-gray, and lets light bounce clearly through to the back of the eye. A cataract instead looks white and dense, and that same beam of light simply stops, unable to pass through at all. Down the hall, another dog, a 12-year-old beagle named Cooper with milky white eyes, is scheduled for cataract surgery next month. Both conditions start with the same trigger: simple aging, but only one of them stays a cosmetic change while the other steals vision completely. Some breeds carry cataracts in their genes from birth, meaning the disease can appear decades before ordinary aging would ever explain it. In diabetic dogs, cataracts can form in a matter of weeks, sugar flooding the lens and clouding it almost overnight. A slit lamp exam is what actually settles the question, splitting a thin beam of light through every layer of the lens at once. Dr. Patel leans back and says it plainly. This is nuclear sclerosis, ordinary and expected, not the disease Diane feared for 2 weeks. Nuclear sclerosis itself is harmless, but Dr. Patel is clear that cataracts can still develop later, on top of it, without warning. Regular eye checks every 6 months are what catch the moment nuclear sclerosis quietly turns into something that needs real treatment. Baxter's case, Dr. Patel confirms, is textbook nuclear sclerosis, normal, expected, and not the disease that first sent Diane into a panic. Most dogs with nuclear sclerosis live their entire lives without a single procedure, the haze simply staying exactly as it is. Walking back to the car, nothing about Baxter is changed, but the weight Diane has carried for 2 weeks finally starts to lift. A wall of eye health supplements promises to reverse cloudiness, and Diane reaches for the one with the most convincing label. Supplements can support general eye health, but nothing swallowed in a capsule can uncompress fibers already hardened at the center of a lens. A friend swears by a certain eye drop, but it was formulated for dry eyes, not for a lens problem sitting far behind the surface. A stricter diet might slow overall aging, but it cannot reach into the lens and reverse a structural change already years in the making. Some owners gently wipe the haze, hoping it will clear like fog on glass. But this cloudiness lives inside the lens, not on its surface. An online forum insists every cloudy eye eventually needs surgery, a claim that panics owners of dogs who will never need it at all. Weeks pass while a supplement bottle empties, and in that same stretch of time an actual cataract could form without anyone noticing. Cooper's owner waited 4 extra months, hoping drops alone would work, and by the time surgery was scheduled, the cataract had already fully matured. Regular monitoring, environmental adjustments, and knowing which symptoms mean called the vet work far better than any bottle promising a reversal. Diane moves the coffee table 2 feet to the left, out of Baxter's usual path, a small change that actually helps. A single plug-in night light along the hallway gives just enough contrast for him to find his footing again after dark. A short list stays on the fridge now, squinting in sunlight, missed steps, bumping familiar furniture. Any one of them means it is time to call. That same blue-gray haze from the very first scene now means something entirely different to Diane than it did 2 weeks ago. Dogs lean on scent and hearing far more than humans ever do, which is why many adjust to mild vision changes with barely a stumble. A calendar reminder every 6 months becomes routine, no different than an oil change, a small habit that quietly protects his sight. Cooper's surgery, once finally scheduled, restores clear vision within days, proof that even a missed window still has a door on the other side. A simple foldable ramp removes the guesswork of judging the exact height of the car door, a fix that costs less than 1 vet visit. His food bowl stays in the exact same spot now, a small consistency that lets him rely on memory and smell instead of guessing. She walks the yard once, slowly, checking for hose lines and low branches, not out of fear anymore, but simple preparation. Gradual haze over years is expected. A sudden change in days, especially with redness or squinting, is the one thing that always warrants an urgent call. The notebook that once spiraled through worried entries now holds a simple, steady record, exactly what a vet actually wants to see. The same porch step that once made him pause now gets crossed without a second thought, the nightlight doing exactly its job. Every morning now, a 30-second glance at his eyes over coffee. Quick, unremarkable, and far more useful than any midnight search ever was. 6 months later, the same exam room feels almost casual now. A quick check confirming nothing has changed beyond ordinary, expected aging. In the waiting room, Cooper's clear post-surgery eyes and Baxter's calm blue-gray ones sit side by side, two very different paths, both now settled. The haze was never a verdict on its own. It was only ever the beginning of a question worth asking a professional to answer. When a neighbor, an older man walking his own terrier, asks if Baxter is going blind, Diane finally has a calm, accurate answer ready. She tucks the old notebook onto a shelf, not thrown away, just no longer needed on the counter every single day. An ordinary evening now looks almost identical to the one that started all of this, except nobody in the room is worried anymore. He still catches the ball a half-second later than he used to, but he catches it, and that half-second no longer matters to either of them. If she could tell every worried owner one thing, it would be this. A cloudy eye is a question, not an answer, and only a vet can answer it. Nuclear sclerosis and cataracts were never the same word wearing two disguises. They were always two different stories, and now she knows exactly which one is hers. A phone reminder chimes softly for the next 6-month check, and Diane silently taps confirm without even looking up from her book. The haze is still there, blue-gray and unchanged, exactly like it was in the very first frame. Only the fear standing beside it is gone. If this helped you understand your own dog's eyes a little better, like this video, share it with another owner and subscribe for more clear, honest answers.